Hey everyone, good afternoon. Blitzball Champ is back here with another video here on the U to the Tube. So first off, I want to say I hope that everyone had a blessed, safe, Merry Christmas. Hope everybody enjoyed time spent with their family and friends and just, some good fellowship and some good food and all of the above. So I came across an article recently on my Facebook. I don't know how the heck I missed this because this article is like a year old, but I figured I'd kind of go through this list and just give some thoughts on it. So apparently IGN posted an article around November of last year. It was updated around December of the top 25 best anime series of all time. Now, I'm pretty big into anime. So I figured I'd go through this list. I'm just seeing this list for the first time. So I figured I'd go through this list and kind of get my thoughts on it. So, yeah, let's get right into it. And I'll also put this list link into the description box so y'all get a chance to look at it yourselves. Alrighty? So, starting from the bottom, number 25, Sailor Moon. Now, I'll be honest with you. I was never really a fan of Sailor Moon. I have seen some Sailor Moon, like I haven't kept up with it or anything like that. But I remember Sailor Moon used to come on before school when I was a kid, and I believe I was either elementary school or middle school. I think it was pretty sure it was middle school. But but yeah, just I was never really big into Sailor Moon. I wasn't a fan of the characters. I mean, Sailor Mars was kind of cool, but it was only because she was a martial artist and she had fire for her special powers. But wasn't a fan of the characters. Like it was, I felt it was so bad that the times that I would watch Sailor Moon, I would actually go for the villains to defeat Sailor Moon and the Sailor Scouts. But just I don't know, there are just certain things about the show that were just cheesy. Like some of the superpowers and attacks from Sailor Moon, like really uses a throws a headband. I'm sorry, a tiara to destroy uh her enemies, and just a lot of the attacks and such, like mercury bubbles. Come on now. But I will say this though, I do respect the popularity of the series. I mean, I know that is very popular, has a ginormous following, and it's totally understandable. It's just one of those that I personally could never really get into. Was never really a fan. Saw some episodes before school only because that was what was on. So, but I can understand why it's on this list. But Sailor Moon, not for me. Next up, number 24, Monthly Girls Nozaki Kun. I'm familiar with the name, but I don't know that much about this one. But I am familiar with the name. So, I don't know. What do y'all think about this one? For those that have seen this one, what do y'all think about this one? Y'all think this is worth being on this list? I ask because I really don't know anything about it. So other than just the name, but but yeah. Number 23, Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z. Um, I'm actually kind of surprised that this isn't higher on the list. To be honest with y'all, I would have thought this would be in like the top 10 or top 15. To be honest with y'all, and they have it at 23. That's that's kind of surprising. Um, but yeah, Dragon Ball Z is easily in my top five. I mean, that was really the really the first true anime that I ever got into early in my years of discovering anime. Like that right there was what sold me on getting into anime. So I have Dragon Ball Z to thank for that. And of course, I own the whole collection on Blu-ray, except for the movies. I have the movies on DVD. They did the little collection packs on DVD, so I went with those since those were like newer. But big fan of Dragon Ball Z. I remember watching Dragon Ball Z um, back when it used to come on Saturday mornings at 6 a.m., where I had to be lucky and wake up in time because at the time I didn't really understand the concept of an alarm clock. Uh, and when they had Dragon Ball Z on Toonami, me and a good long time childhood friend of mine, we used to watch Toonami for Dragon Ball Z after school. Whenever they had the new seasons, and we were just always so big and into Dragon Ball Z, and yeah, I just always enjoyed watching Dragon Ball Z. So I'm just disappointed that this is at number 23 and not higher on the list. I think this should have been higher, but glad that it's on the list. Number 22, Descending Stories Showa Genroku Rakugo Shinju. This is another one that I've heard of, and I want to say I thought I had this on my watch list, but the name sounds familiar. Don't really know much about it, but I have heard of it, and I actually heard that it was pretty good. So, what do y'all think of this one? Y'all think this is worth watching? And those that have seen it, what did y'all think? But yeah, unfortunately, this is one that I haven't seen. Number 21, Ranma One Half. Now, this is definitely one that I've never seen before, but I've always wanted to see, and this is definitely on my watch list. I believe I have this on my Funimation watch list, but this is definitely a classic. Um, I know I played the fighting game that was on the Super Nintendo for this, which was pretty neat. But this is definitely a classic. I'm not surprised at all that this is on this list, but it wasn't too long ago that they started rolling this anime out on Blu-ray. So they got some box sets for this anime on Blu-ray. So I know one of my friends slash coworkers was big into this series. But yeah, this one's a classic. So I hope to eventually get into this one. But yeah, definitely deserves to be on this list. Number 20, Kill la Kill. Ah, this one's also been on my watch list. I still haven't gotten around to it, but I definitely from the trailers that I saw definitely was interested in this anime. And if I remember correctly, I believe this is behind Studio Trigger. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. So I definitely want to eventually check this one out. I've heard nothing but good things about Kill la Kill. Um, but yeah, let me know what y'all think of Kill la Kill being on this list. Is it worth being on this list? Because I've heard good things. I've heard a lot of good things. Number 19, Revolutionary Girl Utina. This is another one that I've heard of, but don't really know anything about. I've heard of the name. Um, it looks like a much older anime. Like I think it was saying this it's a '90s anime, but not one that I'm familiar with. So y'all have to let me know if this one's worth being on this list. Number 18, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stardust Crusaders. I gotta be honest with y'all. I gave JoJo's Bizarre Adventure a try. It didn't it just didn't catch me. It really didn't catch me. And I feel bad for saying that because this is another popular one. I've heard about this through friends and just all over the place, but I just I just can't get into this one. I really couldn't. I tried. I tried, but it just I don't know. It sounds weird and out of line because I like stuff like Trigun and Claymore and Attack on Titan and just a lot of action packed stuff, which this has, but just it was just something about it that just did not pull me in. It's hard to explain, but I I can't say that I was a fan of this one. I really can't vouch for this. But what do y'all think? Are y'all big into JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? If so, great. I can't get into it. I tried, but that's number 18. Number 17, My Hero Academia. Okay, I can already tell that this is probably going to be another one that's going to pull me in, just like Attack on Titan. Which this is on my watch list. It's just so funny because I remember back when Attack on Titan really blew up, when it was still in the first season, and just like I would go to like Animazement or to whatever sort of con, and like a good, I remember seeing like 1 year at Animazement, like 60% of the people that I saw were all cosplaying characters from Attack on Titan. And I was just thinking to myself, I was like, what the heck is so special about this anime? Like, I don't know what the trend is. I don't know what everybody is so excited about. Like, and then it just got to the point where I was just like, let me see this for myself. Let me see what all the buzz is about. And it ended up pulling me in. So I got a feeling that My Hero Academia is going to do the same because literally all my friends are talking about My Hero Academia. Like I think I've heard about that for like a good 4 or 5 months straight. So it sounds like this is definitely worthy of being on this list because for like 5 months straight I've heard nothing but My Hero Academia talk. But I hope to eventually get around to it. Number 16, Devilman Crybaby. Um, this this one was, oh man. I haven't seen a lot of it, but this one is really really dark. Really dark. Definitely not one for the kids. I will say that. Definitely not one for the kids. But it's one of the anime on Netflix that really blew up in popularity. So yeah, it's dark. It's really dark. The art style is very unique, but I don't know. It's not really one that I'm really a fan of, but I can understand how this would attract a lot of people. But just it's a little extreme for me. Personally, it's a little extreme. Number 15, Naruto Shippuden. Uh, I haven't seen any Naruto Shippuden, even though it's on my watch list, because at some point I would like to give Naruto another shot. I gave the first series like a good 3 episode trial. Just was not really selling me, but I don't think I really gave it a fair chance. So at some point, at some point. But I can definitely understand why this is on the list. Naruto fans like Shippuden, that's like that's like their go-to from what I've been told. So it doesn't surprise me that this is on this list. Um, at number 15, maybe some would say maybe it should be up there a little bit higher, but it's on there. And like I said, I can't really vouch for Naruto Shippuden because I haven't seen Shippuden. So yeah, looks like that's another one that I have to really get on top of. Number 14, Bakano. Another one I've heard of, don't know much about, but apparently this is a short anime, only 16 episodes. But yeah, I can't really say much about this one. I've heard of it, but don't know anything about it. But if y'all think this is worth checking out, let me know. Number 13, Oran High School Host Club. I've heard of this one, but I don't know. It just, from the look of it, it just doesn't look like something that I would see myself getting into, to be honest with you. Um, I don't know how popular this one is, because I mean, I only heard of this in name, but I mean, yeah, I mean, what do y'all think? Is it really that popular? Is it that big? Because I don't know. The way I kind of look at it, it doesn't look like it's for me. Definitely not my taste. But I don't know. Any Oran High School Host Club fans out there? Speak your piece. Number 12, Code Geass, Lelouch of the Rebellion. Um, is it Code Geass or Code Geis? Somebody let me know because I've never been able to officially get the right term for that. So is it Geese? Let me know. Um, I've heard of it. I've heard of it. Never seen it, but I've heard it's pretty popular. Um, but yeah, the show was originally released in '06. Huh, that's interesting. I thought the show was much older than that, but okay. But yeah, I've heard good things, but I've never seen it. But I've heard good things. But it's pretty high up on the list at number 12. So hey, that says something. Ooh, one of my faves. Number 11, Samurai Champloo. Yes. Uh oh man. Done by the man himself, Mr. Shinichiro Watanabe. Um Also with Mugen, voiced by another one of the goats, Steve Bloom, who I've met both Watanabe's son and Mr. Bloom. So maybe I'm a little biased, but those are my boys. But yes, Samurai Champloo. Love the art style, love the music, love the action. I was sold instantly from the very first episode I saw of Samurai Champloo. Fans of Watanabe Son's work, um, Cowboy Bebop, Space Dandy, um, definitely, definitely recommend Samurai Champloo. You will not be disappointed. Um, this 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 me personally would be in my top 10 favorite anime. Um, and it's also another one I should revisit sometime because it's been a while since I've gone through Samurai Champloo. I've only gone through it like a few times. Definitely not as many times as I've gone through Cowboy Bebop, but this is definitely one I should go run through again. It's been a while, but I definitely believe Samurai Champloo deserves to be on this list, and I'm happy it's on this list. It would be in my top 10, but hey, it's at the 11th spot, so I can't be too hard on them. But yeah, Samurai Champloo, great music, great art style, great action. Love it, love it, love it. Number 10. All right. We're getting into the top 10 now. Number 10, FLCL, aka Fooly Cooley. Yes, yes. Fooly Cooley. Um, Now, mind you, I've only seen the first season because after as years passed from its original release, they ended up making two more seasons. Progressive and alternative, which I still need to watch. I own them both. I still need to watch those. So I probably should put that at the top of my priority list. But love FLCL. Love the music. Oh, especially the music done by the Pillows. Um, it's funny as well. And I also have the pop figures, the four pop figures for FLCL. So if it's anything that I really love about the series that just stand out is just it's funny and the music. Like those are the two main things that sold me on FLCL. So yeah, this is one that I definitely need to finish. But I think I think it's still pretty short because the first season was only 6 episodes, and I think the other two seasons are 6 episodes apiece. So it wouldn't take me long to get through it. So, but yeah, definitely an anime that I enjoyed. Number 9, Yu Yu Hakusho. Ah man, the only thing that I feel bad about is I never finished this anime. Um, so this is an anime I do need to finish, but it's definitely a great one. The characters are really cool. The action's cool. I mean, it's a very old anime, but the action in it is really really cool. Um, but yeah, it's definitely one that I still hear being talked about to this day quite a lot, and it makes sense. Yu Yu Hakusho definitely delivers on action, delivers on story, and yeah, I definitely, even not having finished it, I definitely agree with this being high up on the list. So kudos for Yu Yu Hakusho, but I do need to finish it. Number 8, Neon Genesis Evangelion. Uh, Now this one is definitely on my wish list because I still need to watch this. I've only seen like the first maybe 2 or 3 episodes. I haven't seen any of the movies, so this is one that I definitely need to go through. Which they have this on Netflix for now, but I'm hoping at some point because they've been bringing the movies to Blu-ray. I really hope at some point they can bring the series to Blu-ray because the DVDs are extremely hard to find. But I've heard a lot of great things about this series, and it's a well-known name when it comes to anime. So I definitely hope for the opportunity to get through this anime and really see what the buzz is about. But definitely, totally understand why this is on this list. Number 7, Hunter x Hunter, or actually pronounced Hunter Hunter. Um, so one of my coworkers was really big into this series. Like I know a couple of folks that are into this series. I just recently heard about it myself, and it's on my watch list. Not sure when I'll get around to it, but I've heard a lot of great things about this anime, and with it being this high up on the list, says something. So it probably isn't too good to be true, and actually is a big hit. So I hope to be able to eventually see for myself, but my friends speak very highly of Hunter Hunter. So I hope for the chance to be able to see for myself if I can get through most of my backlog. But Hunter x Hunter is at number 7. Ah, number 6. Another anime that I definitely enjoyed. Mob Psycho 100. Um, I will admit, I enjoyed the first season a little bit more than the second season, but still enjoyed both seasons very much. But I think the only edge I give the first season is because I really like the opening theme. I love the opening theme, but definitely a great anime series from the same group that did One Punch Man, which is another really good one. So if you enjoyed One Punch Man, I have no doubt that you'll enjoy Mob Psycho 100. Um, Kind of surprised it's this high up on the list. I mean, I know I enjoyed it, but dang, I didn't. I actually didn't think it would be this high up on the list. So that says something. That really says something. But definitely, Mob Psycho 100, definitely worth checking out. All right, we're about to get into the top 5. Number 5, Hajime no Ippo, which is known as Fighting Spirit in the U.S. Um, I feel bad for saying this. I've never seen this before, but I've heard a lot of great things about the manga and a little bit about the anime, but the manga is where it's pretty big. And even though I'm not really into manga, I'm more into anime. Uh I really I really look forward to giving this a shot because and as a matter of fact, the first Blu-ray set, this got announced that it was coming to Blu-ray, and I believe the first Blu-ray set comes out, I think, either January or February. But yeah, I look forward to partaking because I would love to get into this series because I mean I love action, I love martial arts or any sort of like fighting. So that's what this has, with the boxing. So I definitely want to get into this, and I've heard great things. So Hajime no Ippo at number 5. Number 4. Oh man, One Piece. Yeah, a lot of my international friends love the mess out of One Piece. I mean, friends from like India, China, Korea, Japan that are into anime. Like, what's the one anime I hear them speak so much about? One Piece. Ugh, I just can't get into One Piece. I respect it for its popularity and its ginormous audience, and I mean, what did it have? Like almost 1,000 episodes or something like that? I think 900 episodes? Like, goodness gracious. I mean, I know DBZ was long, but dang. Well, then again, Naruto Shippuden, I want to say, is pretty long as well, but uh, One Piece. Uh, I can't get into it. But I hear that it's very popular, and it doesn't surprise me that it's this high up on the list. If I can be honest, so oh man, and I won't be getting into One Piece anytime soon. That's for sure. I have no interest, but I give it some love. It deserves to be on this list, and I can totally understand why. Uh, Number 3, Monster. I've actually never heard of this one. Monster one simply one of the best stories ever told in anime manga form. It's a special anime because of how different it is from everything else. I I've never even heard of this one. Have any of y'all heard of this one? I've never heard of this one. Monster. It must be old. Is it old or is it new? Or I've never heard of this one. Yeah, I can't really comment on this one. I've never even heard of it. Monster. Part of me wants to feel bad too, because maybe I should have heard of this, but I never have. But that's number three, Monster. Oh yeah, number two. Number two, my all-time favorite anime, Cowboy Bebop. Oh yeah, number two. Although, of course, in my opinion, this should be number one. But hey, I'm just one person. But, but yeah, Cowboy Bebop. I mean, what can I say? Great story, great action, great animation, great music. I mean, and I have most of the pop figures. I'm still waiting on an Ein pop figure, but I mean, what can you go wrong? It's Cowboy Bebop. I mean, you have the image of an anime Bruce Lee and Spike Spiegel. I mean, how can you not like that? Um, Pretty much, if I were to, if somebody were to ask me, I would say this is pretty much the biggest hit for Shinichiro Watanabe. Same thing with Steve Bloom, and Steve Bloom has done a lot of voice work. But I mean, I think it's safe to say when you hear Steve Bloom, Cowboy Bebop has to be either the first or second thing that comes to mind. Because I mean, the dude sounds just like Spike Spiegel in his normal speaking voice. So yeah, love the characters. The characters are amazing. Uh, I remember staying up late because I remember it used to come on Adult Swim on Cartoon Network between like 1:30 and 2 in the morning. So there were times where I would stay up to watch Cowboy Bebop, or if I was just too tired, I would record the episode via VHS tape and the VCR and would record the episode. But yeah, I would always make sure I would not miss an episode of Cowboy Bebop. And I've gone through the series at least a good 5 or 6 times. Uh, I still have never gone through the series with English subtitles and Japanese voiceovers. I'm still debating whether I should because I don't know. I'm just so absorbed by the English voice cast that I just feel like that's the best way to watch it. But who knows? I might break down and say, you know what, I'm gonna watch it in the Japanese voiceovers. But we'll see. But Cowboy Bebop definitely deserves to be on this list. It would have been my number one, but it's at number two, so I can't hate too much. Okay, so number one. Wow. Okay, before I say this, I'm gonna let y'all know right here, right now. This was an absolute coincidence that I just happened to be wearing the shirt. This was not intended. This was not planned. So, just for the record, this was not planned. Number one, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. And I just happen to be wearing a Full Metal Alchemist shirt. But Brotherhood is number one. This is one I still haven't finished, and I feel bad because I'm wearing a shirt. But I thought the original series was pretty cool, but apparently Brotherhood just totally tops the original, and it's much darker than the original TV series. But definitely, it's an anime that has blown up over the years. And not only that, would be also very rare to get a hold of. I think just getting the original TV series on Blu-ray is like super expensive, and as well as Brotherhood. I remember Brotherhood used to be really difficult to find, and I think it still is to own on Blu-ray. But thankfully, I have all the series and the movies on Blu-ray for Full Metal Alchemist and Brotherhood. But the action is just amazing. Um, like I said, I don't know if me personally, if I would have put this at number one, but I can understand. I can definitely understand why this would be there at number one. But yeah, well deserving to be on this list. And I know that Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood does not disappoint at all. Great anime. Like I said, I still got to finish it, but the action and just everything about it is just really cool. Um, there were a few that I was thinking about that I was kind of surprised wasn't on here. Like I'm surprised Attack on Titan wasn't considered. I mean, not saying that. I mean, well, it isn't finished, so I guess that's understandable. But I mean, I think deep down, I think this is a list you can be happy with. I think this is a reasonable list. I was trying to think about some that I think should have been on here, but I would probably be more end up being biased. But I think looking back through this list, I think this is fair. I really do. I think this is fair. Yeah, I think this is fair. I mean, they've had some honorable mentions on here, like Tenchi Muyo, which I love Tenchi Muyo. Uh, Gundam 8th MS Team, Pokemon. Oh, thank God Pokemon was not on this list. I'm sorry, I can't stand Pokemon. Never liked it, never will like it. Trigun, or other honorable mentions. Uh, but yeah, oh my God, I'm so glad that Pokemon's not on this list. So glad. I'm sorry, I can't stand Pokemon. But anyway, what y'all think of this list? Do y'all agree with this list? Do y'all agree with the rankings for each of these, or do y'all feel they should be switched around, or do you think some of these don't belong on here? What would you put on this list? But yeah, let me know what your thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe, click that notification bell so you don't miss a video. Thank you so much for watching. This is Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Hope y'all have a blessed weekend, and I'll see y'all soon. Peace.